Long, long ago, in a land far away, there lived a great king. His name was Solomon. He was not just any king, he was the son of King David, a very famous king before him. Solomon lived in a big, beautiful palace. The palace shone in the sun. It was made of fine stone and strong wood. People from all over the world came to see his kingdom. They heard stories about his great power and his wonderful city. Solomon had many servants and many soldiers. He was rich and powerful, more than any king around him. Everyone knew his name. Solomon loved God very much. One night, God came to Solomon in a dream. God asked him, "Solomon, what do you want? I will give you anything you ask for." Solomon did not ask for gold. He did not ask for a long life. He did not ask to defeat his enemies. Instead, he asked for a wise and understanding heart. He wanted to be a good king for his people. He wanted to know the difference between right and wrong. He wanted to lead everyone with fairness and kindness. This request was very special. God was very happy with Solomon's answer. Because Solomon did not ask for selfish things, God gave him what he asked for and much more. God gave him a wise heart, wiser than anyone before or after him. God also gave him riches and honor. So Solomon became known everywhere as the wisest king who ever lived. People traveled for many days just to hear him speak. They brought him gifts and asked him difficult questions. Solomon always had a good and clever answer for them. He was a truly amazing king. The kingdom grew strong and peaceful under Solomon's rule. He built a grand temple for God, a place for everyone to come and pray. It was the most beautiful building anyone had ever seen. It was covered in gold and filled with wonderful things. Solomon made sure his people were safe and happy. He made smart deals with other kings. He built strong cities and had many ships that sailed the seas. The land was full of joy and good things to eat. It was a golden time for everyone who lived there. People often came to King Solomon with their problems. They knew he would help them find the right answer. One day, two women came to him. They were both very upset. They were shouting at each other. They had a tiny baby with them. "This baby is mine," said the first woman. "No, he is mine," cried the second woman. They had been arguing all day. No one could figure out who was telling the truth. They needed the king's help to solve this very big problem. It was a sad and confusing situation. Solomon listened carefully to both women. He looked at the little baby. He wanted to find the real mother. He thought for a moment, then he said something that shocked everyone in the room. "Bring me a sword," the king commanded. A soldier brought a big, shiny sword. Solomon looked at the two women and said, "I will cut the baby in two, then each of you can have one half." The people in the court gasped. They could not believe what the king was suggesting. It seemed like a terrible idea, but Solomon was very clever. He was watching the women's faces closely. The first woman shouted, "Yes, that is a good idea. If I can't have him, then she can't either." She did not really love the baby. She was just selfish and angry. She did not care if the baby was hurt as long as she got her way. Her heart was hard and full of spite. She only thought about herself and her argument. She did not think about the poor, helpless child at all. The second woman began to cry. Her heart was breaking. "Oh no, my king," she pleaded. "Please do not harm the baby. Give him to her. Let him live. Just please do not hurt him." She loved the baby so much that she would rather give him away than see him get hurt. Solomon smiled. Now he knew the truth. He pointed to the second woman. "She is the real mother," he declared. "Give her the baby." Everyone saw how wise he was. He had found the truth by looking into their hearts. Among the many people in Solomon's life, one person was very special to him. This was his wife. The Bible tells us that Solomon had many wives, as was the custom for kings in those times, but one of them is described in a very beautiful way in a special book called the Song of Solomon. This book is like a long love poem. It tells the story of the deep love between a king and his bride. We can imagine this was how Solomon felt about his dearest wife. He loved her more than anyone else. Their relationship was full of joy and deep affection. They did not just live in the same palace. They shared their hearts with each other. In the poems, Solomon calls his wife the most beautiful woman in the world. He says her eyes are like doves and her voice is sweet music to his ears. He tells her how much he adores her and how she has captured his heart. It shows that even a great and powerful king had a soft and loving side. His love for her was strong and true. He was not just a king to her, he was her beloved. She loved him just as much. She called him her beloved and the one her soul loves. She would search for him in the city just to be near him. She felt safe and cherished in his arms. Their love was a partnership. They listened to each other and found strength in their bond. She was not just a queen who wore a crown, she was his friend and his true love. Their story is a picture of what a beautiful and loving relationship can look like, full of praise and care for one another. This special wife was very important to Solomon. In a world where he had to be a strong king, a wise judge, and a great builder, she was his place of rest. With her, he could just be a man in love. Her presence brought him peace and happiness. He saw her as a beautiful garden, a locked spring, a source of private joy just for him. This shows us that behind all his power and fame, Solomon valued true love and companionship above all the riches in his kingdom. She was his greatest treasure. Solomon showed his love for his wife in many ways. It was not just in the beautiful words he spoke. He treated her with great honor and respect. In the Song of Solomon, he constantly praises her character and her beauty. He makes her feel like she is the most important person in the entire world. This is a wonderful way to show love. He wanted everyone to know how much he cherished her. He did not keep his love a secret. He celebrated it for all to see, making her feel secure and deeply valued. He valued her thoughts and her company. Their conversations, as described in the poems, show a deep connection. They talked about the world around them, about nature, and about their feelings for each other. He listened to her, and she listened to him. This shows that their love was built on a strong friendship. For a king as busy as Solomon, taking the time to simply be with his wife and share his life with her was the greatest gift he could give. It showed that she was his equal partner in life. Their love story teaches us a very important lesson. It teaches us that true love is about more than just feelings. It is about action, praise, and respect. It is about making the other person feel safe and special. Solomon was a king with immense power, but he knew that his relationship with his wife was something precious that needed care and attention. He put effort into their love, using kind words and spending quality time together. He showed her that she was his everything, and that is a powerful message for all of us. From the enchanting tale of Solomon and his wife, we learn that love is a beautiful gift. We should cherish the people we love. We should tell them they are special. We should praise them and be their best friend. Just like King Solomon, we can be wise in love. We can build a relationship that is strong and beautiful, like a lovely garden full of wonderful things. The greatest wisdom of all is not just to rule a kingdom, but to love another person with your whole heart. That is a treasure worth more than all the gold in the world.